Welcome, local business news readers. This is John Jonah bugging you again with another Vino Talk. Why? Because I'm here to educate. And today I'm talking about the world's blends. You know, in California, we always say that it's Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot. We focus on the name of the grape. And California really believes that that's the best way to promote their market. But in reality, the world has always been blending wines, going back all the way to Roman and Greek times. They didn't really know what they were doing, so they blended different grapes to make a nice formula. So over the centuries, all the countries of the world have blended wines. And really, sometimes the blended wines are the best. But the theory behind them is all very interesting. And I have an array of wines here that kind of gives you an idea of how the world blends and why they do it, and why they have become famous for this idea. The number one blend in the world is Bordeaux. This is a blend that was created back in the, 15th or 16th century, solidified in 1855. And mainly it means that in the region of Bordeaux, which is in southern France near the Atlantic Ocean, you can only use 5 grape varietals. They are Cabernet Franc, Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, Malbec, and Petit Verdot. Those 5 are the only allowed to make Bordeaux. They are the formula. But the winemakers, very interestingly, can choose how much of each they want to use. They can use all Cabernet, all Merlot, all Petit Verdot, whatever. But what they're doing is creating a style. So when it comes to blends, it's about style. Bordeaux has a unique characteristic in soil that creates flavors in the grapes that the winemakers love to blend. Next, we have a bottle of topography. That's from California. This is another idea that the California guys are doing, blending different grapes to create what we call proprietary names. This is a wine called Topography. That's a blend of Zinfandel, Merlot, Cabernet. Whatever the winemaker feels will kind of create a flavor that is unique to his style. This is Font de Figuera from Spain. I love this wine. This is using international varieties from the Ribera del Duero, using some Tempranillo plus Cabernet and Merlot. The idea here is that the winemakers in these regions have realized that other international varieties, aka Cabernet, Merlot, Sauvignon Blanc, blended with the local variety, can create a really interesting blend. And in this region, I think the wines are just fabulous. This, by the way, is from Priorat, a tiny little region, about 90 miles from Barcelona, with a soil that is all slate. So you can take a variety of grape and it'll pick up that slate environment. La Trouve, this is from Washington. The guy here is a small winemaker who's trying to emulate the Rhone region of France. So he uses a lot of Grenache, Syrah, and Mourvedre. And he feels that these 3 grapes put together create a nice round balance of a wine that's great with food and emulates the southern part of France, the Provence region. My all-time favorite, Amarone. If you haven't had an Amarone, you must. This is one of the most classic wines from the Verona region of Italy. And this is a blend of Corvina, Rondinella, and Molinara, which creates a wine that is absolutely unique to the region. And the big key that you should know is this is made in a process called a passamento, which means that the grapes are dried, sun-dried, air-dried, and then fermented into a unique wine that has a bold, powerful flavor that is grown nowhere else in the world. Then you have Argentina. Here they're blending Malbec and Bonarda. Now, why would they do that? Because Bonarda is kind of a softening grape that kind of balances the power of Malbec. So it creates a balance that is more appealing to the international market. I love this wine. And the final wine, Colossal from Portugal. Look at the dark color there. These wines, Colossal in particular, are made from the grapes that go into making port, which is a heavy, sweet wine. But Portugal feels that these wines can make an international variety using the same grapes that go into making port. I think this wine is fabulous. Color's dark, aroma's beautiful, blackberries. Easy going, but with a little bit of structure to it. Again, my cheeses here. It seems like the same cheeses walked into this video, but they're great cheeses. Parmesan Reggiano, Manchego, great olive oils. You know me, I'm John Jonah, Vino Talk. Please view my videos and support. A voto sante.